And then her dad comes in and he's like, oh no, Michael, something bad happened.
He
It's
scared
bad.
my mom so
You know,
bad.
what happened? And he's like, I backed up into your car. Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. We have reached the evening of a very long day and weekend, I guess you could say.
The best day of the year.
Oh man, today was Michael's family's I Love You Day party, and it was an absolute blast, so full.
So fun. My mom is the best party planner.
It was so much fun. The theme was 1950s. It was actually, I didn't think that much when I first heard of that. Like, it's like, oh, okay. But as I started thinking about it, I was just like, there's actually a lot of things I like about the 50s.
I have to say it was probably one of my favorite. And I know I've said that before, but this one was just, there were so many options and things, and it was just such a classic time period.
That wasn't the only thing that happened this weekend. This was probably, you know, I'm crossing my fingers on this, but this was the fullest weekend of the whole year. Because we didn't just do the party, but yesterday was a shower. Do you want to talk about the shower?
This was so much fun. Typically, every year, the day before the Valentine's party, the I Love You Day party, we have a couples dinner, and all the couples go out together and we just have a dinner and chat and catch up. But this year, Jackson and Emerson, we had a baby shower for them, and it was just so incredibly special. Jackson kind of turned into an adult and grew up in the time that we were in Chicago. So we had married and moved away, and then when we came back, he was an adult and into kind of his own things and his own ventures, and shortly after he moved to Florida.
Jackson, he, what number is he? Is he number?
He's number 11.
He's number 11. Okay. And like Michael said, he was, you know,
number 12.
Number 12.
I think he's number 12. Is that right? Jackson 12.
He's number 12.
Yes.
Okay. So with Jackson living in Florida, it was going to work better to do a shower while he's, you know, going to be in town anyway for the family's party, because they're not really able to come.
That way the most people can be here. Because with this, so many out-of-towners normally come. This year some sickness happened and not everybody could come. But
yeah, it was going to work to have it all together, you know, back to back, baby shower, and then the family's I Love You Day party. And that made for a lot of planning. It made for a lot of prepping and a lot of work going into this weekend with two sizable events.
with totally different decorations.
Very much. Yeah, there was no repurposing here.
We've said before, but my mom picks such cute, fun themes for everything. And I mean, she's done, I don't even know how many parties now, and still she comes up with new things that are fun. She puts so much love into it to make sure that everybody feels like it was special just for them. And she tries to make it unique for each baby or wedding or whatever's happened. So it's just their special thing. And this one was just, it was so much like Jackson because he's such an outdoorsy guy and he loves outdoors. And so the theme was camping and our greatest adventures about to begin, and just little tents. And it's something that I think is just super fun for me and Brandon because we get to do these projects together. It's just fun to kind of see it all come together. Like, I see little pieces, but then when you see the finished product, it's really special. So we just finished for Jackson's shower, and it's just so fun getting ready to celebrate a little nephew.
just watching Jackson through the years when I would visit, he's always been a great kid. Very inventive, always using his mind. And I just remember him getting deer skins and stuff and making a chair. You know, he'd get like these sticks out of the wood, make a chair, and then he overlaid it with this deer skin that he had.
He made his own bed out of, I think it was a Ford tailgate, which was his headboard, and he just made all kind of cool things. And now, picturing him being a dad and doing things with his little boy, it's such a fun new season.
It's so crazy to see him grow up and having kids.
And Emerson, she's just going to be such a sweet mom, and she seems so excited. And it's just sweet watching them together because she just loves him and he adores her. And so just watching him in this whole new season, first falling in love, then getting married, and now just the new baby Jackson is so thrilled to be a dad. And Emerson's going to be such a great mom.
The shower went well. It was a nice time with the people who were able to hang out with different of Michael's siblings and so forth, and watch the kids have fun. But anyway, the shower ended, and it's like, okay, phase
Party
two.
number 2.
Here we go. So we left the shower and headed straight to her mom's house, her mom and dad's house, to start setting up stuff for the party that still needed to be done. And wow, I feel like once we got there, you had been there earlier.
I had been there most of the day,
working on another balloon arch. So we went to set up there. Now, we had a unique challenge this year because I was able to retrieve a box from a very large box from my from where I work. They have these, items that come in these massive boxes. So I asked, I was like, hey, can I take a couple of these home to repurpose for the party? They're like, oh yeah, you can take a couple. I couldn't fit it in my car. We don't have a vehicle that's large enough.
Not that big.
And so anyway, I was like, how am I going to get these home? And so I called Isaiah up.
He's such a pal.
He has a lawn business. And so he had a trailer with a tractor. He was mowing in the area. And so he happened to be in the area when we called him. It's like, hey, could you swing by? And so he's like, oh yeah. So he came by. It ended up that the box was just the right size to go over his mower. It's a zero turn, got the handles on the side mower. It was just perfect to go right.
System.
It did. Yeah, I had a support system under there, and then he strapped it in, obviously, to keep it from blowing off. But he got it here, and it's like, okay, now what are we going to do with this thing? We have a lot of options, and we thought it would be fun to do an ice cream stand, 1950s style. We had a few ideas. I sketched a little
Brandon
something
had
out.
a few ideas because I can't envision the end product. But I was excited about it, but I couldn't envision it. So I had to kind of slowly watch it come together before my excitement could grow.
After that was done, we had challenge number 2 with the box. Is like, okay, now how are we going to get it from our house to their house? Because we still don't have a car that's large enough for this. So it's like, Isaiah, can you come back and help us again? So he ended up coming back with his lawnmower on his trailer back to our house to bring it there. So he was a huge help.
Mowing service and moving service.
Right, very much so. And so anyway, we were able to transport that. After the shower, when we got to her parents' house, we were able to get it inside and just finish off the setup that way. Also, we had to divide and conquer here because she was going full blast on making dresses for the little girls.
I procrastinated, but out our fabric for next Saturday's event. And Brandon gets an apron and I get a whole poodle dress, so.
She had several dresses she was making for the little ones, and the Smith girls, the Balka girls. And
Haley, but she didn't get to come.
Haley did not get to come, but she did make a dress for her. So anyway, she was focused on sewing, and so I was more focused on the props, this prop and trying to bring it together.
My mom, she got so excited about this theme, and she just ordered some of the cutest. As we were prepping, she picked things that the kids could play with afterwards too. So she just had little antique-y looking cars, popcorn holders, and the old-timey records, and just seeing all of the pieces come together. And the house transforms every year, I feel like, whatever theme she picks. This was the 10th year of doing an I Love You Day party. It started in 2015. Was it Alyssa and Mom that first came together with doing the I Love You Day party? So it was different than the Christmas event, so we could have freedom to go to in-laws and then have a family day later. And so the first year we didn't dress up. It was just hanging out together as family, and we did a gift exchange.
You dressed up, but it was just a formal event.
Formal,
like, suit and tie kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Zach, Aaron, and Alyssa were married. So Alyssa came in from Florida, and it was just a big deal. And then the next year, it was the same thing. And then the third year was the first time that we had a costume party. And we did it to honor Mama Jane, and we had Down on the Farm. And from then on, it's been a costume party. And every year, it's just grown because there's more grandkids, and there's more in-laws, and there's more boyfriends, girlfriends. So I feel like every single year, the party grows. And then there's also the flip side to that
not everyone can come.
With the number of people, inevitably something happens. Somebody gets sick, or somebody's travel plans change, or somebody has a previous commitment. And so not the entire family is always able to be there. But I feel like we make the most of it, and we enjoy the ones that come. And it's just something that I literally count down to all year long, to be with my siblings, to be with ones from out of state, to catch up.
Now, before the party started, it was a very eventful before people even got there, because we still had a few odds and ends to tie up before everyone arrived for the party. And so, I did not pick the best parking spot this year. We got there, and it's like, I wonder if I can park over here kind of out of the way. So I parked my car off to the side of the driveway there, and Michael and I are inside the house, kind of tying up, the loose ends there.
There's always last minute details that you have to really quickly scram together.
Right, and then her dad comes in, and he's like, oh no, Michael, something bad happened.
He scared my mom so bad. She was like, what's going on, Gil? Tell us.
She was on the edge of her seat.
She was concerned.
He's like, this is bad. This is just bad. And your mom was like, Gil, tell us. Just tell us what it is.
Tell us, don't tell us it's bad.
Yeah, don't draw this out anymore. What happened? It's like, Michael, it's just so bad. And he's like, I backed up into your car. What just happened?
Well, I was moving the cars around for people to park, and I don't know. I just had to put a battery in that car, and I got it cranked, and I started backing up, and my mirror wasn't adjusted right, and I went right in the car. We're gonna fix it as soon as we can get it to the body shop.
I went and took a look at it, and it wasn't anything super major, but you know, it was just
something that would be simple to fix. There's so many loose ends, and I feel like Dad and Mom, with so many things happening, Dad was tidying the front yard, and then in his mind, he knows there's going to be, 8, 10 couples coming. Some of them will drive separate because of commitments, and some will have to take their kids home. So he's trying to move all of the vehicles so that there's a place for everybody to park. And
ours was in the way.
Yep.
And anyway, he felt so bad about it. It wasn't that big of a deal. But anyway, it was
just add to the adventure.
Right. So it was an exciting start to the day already. But anyway, that wasn't the end of the world, and it's going to be an easy fix.
Yeah.
But after that happened, people started arriving, and it's just
the arrivals are so much fun because we don't always tell each other what we're dressing up as.
Oh my goodness. Whoa, he looks so cool. Getting to see the kids' faces as they get to kind of show off, that first reveal for everybody inside the house, what they came as. The nice kids came first, right?
They did. Yep, and Bradley had been super excited. I didn't know what he was dressed up as, but I knew he was excited. He came in as Elvis, and he did such a good job. And the girls were just adorable. All their little accessories and their little saddle shoes.
Poodle skirts and glasses.
It's one of those things, like, because this is the 10th year, they're older than Judson and Jeb were back when we had this, started as a family. So seeing them, I almost see a little bit of my little siblings. And now the grandkids are to that point where they count down for it and they get to help pick their own costumes. It's so sweet to see them have so much excitement to show off their costumes. And they'll go around to each of the grown-ups like, did you see this? And did you see this? And these are my glasses. And
yeah, Willow and Hazel's curled hair was what. I don't know how long Josie took getting them ready, but they were cute.
They were so cute. And they had the little hair scarves that tied down, and it just, everybody did a really good job.
Yeah.
And then Layla Zaid came in.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, talk about that.
Layla Zaid came in as I Love Lucy and Ricky Ricardo, and they knock it out of the park every single year.
Yes, they
and
did.
They had the little wigs, and Layla was so cute trying to say Lucy's line.
Vitamin to Benjamin.
So cute. She had it with her in her little
medicine
spoon.
bottle.
So it's so fun seeing their excitement. And then not only do they get to show up to the aunts and uncles and grandparents, but they have all of their other little cousins to talk with and show off with. It's just such a sweet time.
Oh, speaking of that, it was hilarious. Willow saw Layla's face underneath red hair, and she was trying to figure this out. She's like, how do you have red hair when you normally have black hair? Like she was having a serious conversation.
Little finger. And then watching them get their awards, Mom puts a lot in to make sure that all of the little ones get recognized and have a participation. And their $5 it is just the world to actually have their own money to touch and hold. And they get so excited every year. That's always fun for me.
Speaking of awards, your mom has a very special award that she gives out every year now, called the
Biggest
Heart Award. And this was something that Michael's won a few times, and understandably so with all that she does. But this year it went to somebody that do you want to talk about this a little bit?
So in years past, my mom would pick the person, but the past few years she has let all of us siblings vote. Just because she said a lot of my siblings do things anonymously for family and for other people, and I feel very blessed to be in the family that I am, because they really do have tender hearts and they're thoughtful and they look out for each other, and it's just
very giving.
I love my family so much, but it seems like there's always somebody who kind of stands out, and Warden is just one that Mom said he won by a landslide, and he goes above and beyond. He is there for everybody. I think he's done work in every single sibling's home. He travels out of state. He's just there for everybody, and it was very well deserved. And Mom also did something that she's never done before. She had a Junior Biggest Heart Award, and she said it may never happen again. She's always up with something, but Callie won that one, and it was very, very well deserved. Callie loves so deeply, and she loves with the entirety of her tiny little being. And she sends texts to us very frequently. I think to every single sibling and grandparent and aunt and uncle, just expressing her appreciation and her love, and it was really sweet. She was so moved, and it meant a lot to her.
Yeah. Well deserving.
Yes.
Going along with the theme of the party, the 1950s, different ones, come as different things. So we had a little ice cream stand. We came as the ice cream standers. I don't know what you'd call it. But it was really, again, just a joy seeing, the little faces excited about ice cream and all that they could put on it.
Their dimples pop out, they're smiling so big.
Right. And so anyway, that was really fun to be able to do that this year. It was really special just to be able to, have something fun to do together that's, meaningful, and, there's just a wide variety of things that just make it for a really great family gathering.
Pretty unforgettable.
But one thing specifically this year that it's been that way in years past, but it kind of circled back around to, her family does a gift exchange. And I feel like your mom has verbalized this multiple times, but that in the gifts, she really wanted it to be something where there was a lot of intentionality. There was nothing generic. There was nothing general about buying a gift. It was very specific so that you could find out,
personalized.
And really put your heart into what would be meaningful to somebody else. And I feel like your siblings are just really good at that.
Especially this year, I was surprised watching everybody open their gifts and thinking, wow, that is so them. Just time in and time again. It seemed like there was so much excitement. Like, how did you know?
Yeah, and Callie ended up having Michael this year. And when she opened her gift, it was just like, wow, that is something. That is a great gift. It's like she knew her sister well.
It was so overwhelming because, she's turned into this sweet little adult. And now we have like a friendship, not just a sister bond. And it's just like she just knew us so well, and I was just so excited.
So anyway, they do put their heart into it, and it's really cool to watch, the siblings doing that for each other and so forth.
Okay, everybody come have a seat. Everybody have a seat.
There's just so much love into every single game. So all the grandkids are included and all the grown-ups are included. And she tries to think of things that just make it meaningful for every single one of the kids and grandkids. So it's so fun.
Yeah.
Cannot touch their body. You can only swing for the cup. Only swing for the cup. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. Last man standing. Oh! Try to knock somebody's Try to knock somebody's
So in the party, there's the costumes, there's the game time, there's the meal time and different things. There's the not award ceremony.
Kind of, it is the biggest heart.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It's
I guess
become
that's
an
true.
award.
That's true. But there's the different key moments in the I Love You Day event. But one of those things is Michael's dad sharing a devotional with the family, which is pretty cool.
From my earliest memories, Dad has always he just loves the Lord so much, and it overflows everywhere, and he keeps the main thing, and it doesn't matter what our gathering is. He's just always pointing to Jesus, and that's really where love comes from, and just taking a moment to pause, talk about the love of the Lord, talk about the importance of loving one another, and just take time to thank God for the family He gave us, because it is something that sometimes you just take for granted. So I love that He takes time for that little devotional every time.
Yeah. So to sum it all up, this year's I Love You Day party was a knock out of the park, I would say. I mean, I feel like your mom outdoes herself.
Every single party.
With every single party, every single year.
Mom loves her children so big that she takes the time to specifically think of every single person for the event and every grandkid.
She does.
She has a list she just labels every gift, and she tries to think of, okay, the guys would enjoy this game and the girls would enjoy this game, and she makes these things so meaningful, and she really does pour, I feel like, every ounce of her heart into it, and it's just special for all of us, for every single kid, every single grandkid, and even the ones that couldn't come, who got sick last minute or couldn't travel for prayer commitments. There's the family group thread, and they're like, send pictures, and just being able to send it back and forth and say we missed you and we love you and share about the day. It's just, one of those things that I think Mom really is superb at.
Yeah, it is amazing to think about how she thinks about every individual person, and that gets harder every year because there's more people to think about, but she is so intentional about this person would appreciate this person would appreciate that. It was really cool this year knowing that all your mom had put into it, watching the kids have a good time and just seeing the smile on her face and the joy coming out of her
that she gets watching them get happiness.
Right. And so it's just really cool to see that, she loves her family, and she puts a lot into expressing that love, which is cool to watch. Anyway, that's kind of a summary of I Love You Day this year, and it's a month later than normal, but that seemed like a good adjustment.
It was lovely.
And it seemed like everybody had a really good time. We're very grateful, very, very blessed, and we very much appreciate you sharing this time with us and hearing about the Bates family event of the year. Thank you so much for spending this time with us, and we hope to see you next time.